What is going on, everyone? Atheris here with the newest edition, the long-awaited addition to the collection. This is Elite Creature Collectibles life-size Rosenberg, or Gentle Rosenberg as the certificate says, from Men in Black. And shit, man, this is probably the coolest collectible I've ever received. This sets so many standards that I don't think anything I'll receive in the future, probably outside of ECC, will be able to match, because this is just nuts. Just completely nuts. I've been staring at this thing probably for about half an hour, 40 minutes now since opening it. And I have nothing, absolutely nothing in my collection close to this level of quality and detail. I know I've said that from pieces there with pieces in the past, but trust me, there's nothing out there production-wise that I've seen in person that matches this at all. Okay, I mean, see what I mean? Lost for words here. It's crazy. Those of you that have this already, again, the very few of you, because this is only limited to about 500 people, 500 pieces, and 500 people if you want to look at it that way, worldwide. So it's extremely limited. I believe it's on its way to being sold out. It says limited stock on Syndicate's website. So it's probably very close to selling out there. But holy jeez, I got this a week ago, and I've been kind of tied up, busy. Things just keep coming up, so I haven't been able to fully unbox it. I've gotten halfway and pretty close, and then something comes up. And anyway, I got time today, so we're finally unboxing it. But I gotta get close here to show you guys the level of detail in this piece. I have never seen anything like this. Hold on, let me just focus here. It's made of translucent resin, and the level of realism in the skin tone and texture here it's insane. I've never seen anything like this. Here, look at that. Look at the texture and the veining. This looks like there's a real old man in my house. It's just nuts. It's got, it's not punched hair, but I think it's a, what do you call it, like a wig? Not a wig, but whatever they do. It's not punched hair, but it's artificial hair, but it brings out realism. Like, it's got real eyelashes, glass eyes. The hair, I just took it out of the box not long ago, so the hair is all over. Could use a little futzing. I don't have any hair myself, so don't really have that much practice futzing hair, but I'll try a little later. But it's nuts. Look at this. You know, this is a technique that I wish was used on more pieces, especially busts, 1-to-1 scale busts. Oh, come on, stop flaring it. There we go. It's just amazing, the level of detailing and realism this has. It blows me. I'm looking at this through my phone screen right now, and it feels like I actually have somebody looking back at me, and my phone's trying to focus, like, you know how your phone focuses on a face and it'll focus in on that. It keeps trying to focus in on different parts of the face because it sees it as a face. It's crazy. Anyway, so that was the close-up. I'm going to try not to ramble too long on this because pieces that I get really excited for, I tend to go on a bit. So I'll try to keep this short and to the point. Let me just focus a little bit. I mean, everything about it is very, very incredibly spot on. I mean, the chrome on the base is nicely done. It's got a few little, not scuff marks, but I don't know, blemishes. Can you call that blemish for chrome? Anyway, it's nothing that like a chrome polish could get out or whatever, but the chrome is very nicely nicely done. There's no like huge divots or anything like that, and air bubbles or anything like that in it. So it's applied very well. A few little scuffs here and there that you can get out, not a big deal. And it's incredibly heavy. I think this base is it feels like solid polystone, but it's incredibly heavy. And so is the bust itself. The bust, I mean, everything inside the head, which I'll show you in a second when I open it up, is plastic for the most part, but everything else, the bust itself, from the neck down, very heavy, very awkward to get out of the box, to be honest. But it feels like quality, you know. That's what I like. It doesn't feel like I've, you know, wasted my money putting this towards some hollow, eggshell thin cast type of collectible. So, and it took a while to get this in. Few issues kept coming up. Got held up at customs. This came in from the Netherlands, so and customs opened it up as well. When I received the box for this, there was inspected by customs tape all over it. So I was kind of worried that, you know, they opened it up all the way down to the actual bust and started taking apart the bust and all this kinds of stuff. But it looks like they just opened the top of the box just to take a peek inside, and that was it. So happy about that. Now I've already opened the face, and as you can see, you have to play with the face to get it to sit completely flush, which I haven't played with it. It's just, see, you can make it sit flush if you want, or close to. So yeah, there's a visible seam all the way around the neck and where it opens. Not entirely a bad thing, because I say 99% of the people that are getting this are going to display it with his face open. So that's not a big deal at all. But here, I'm going to try to open this. There's magnets in the face, I believe the top of the head and the side of his ear part there, that hold the face to the head, so so it doesn't fall off. The bracket that holds the head on the side, very, very fragile. I'm actually, I've just opened this once and I've closed it once, and I'm already kind of nervous about doing it again, because you need some serious finesse to do it. It's got real glasses that came in the packaging. Take off like that. The glass eyes are incredible. I mean, they had a level of realism that it's just, it's nuts. I wish more busts came with glass eyes, because it's incredible. So anyway, I'm going to try to open the face here without hurting anything here. Where do I start? You kind of just feel for where the seam is, I suppose, and pull out gently. The little alien inside comes separate in its own little packaging, but I already took them out and I just left them in there for the sake of this video. So you gotta be extremely gentle, because you can feel tension. It's just on a metal pin or bracket, and you just gotta, there we go. What I've learned here so far is just pull it out just a little bit, and then reach in and pull the bracket of the pin out that holds the outside of the face, so you're not like pulling the entire face out to try to get it out, because you might break something. And as I said, it's extremely fragile. Those of you that have this already kind of probably already know what I'm talking about. Like I don't want to say it already feels broken, but it feels, I don't know what the word is, but I'm looking for here, but it feels extremely fragile, where you're just afraid to pull it, put a little tension on it the wrong way to break it off. But again, once you have it open, that's the way it's going to stay. So once you've got it in whatever degree of openness of the face that you want, just leave it there and it's not going to go anywhere, right? But there you go, with the alien inside. And the level of detail just inside, in this cockpit area, is nuts. It is absolutely nuts. The weathering, even like the rust right down the neck here and inside the faceplate, it's just like the movie. Literally exactly like the only thing not exactly to movie accuracy, I would say, and really it's not a big deal. I don't know how they would have accomplished it anyway. It's just one extra thing to have go wrong, I think. But in the movie, the ear, when Will Smith or Jay touches his ear here and it opens the face, the ear actually has its own like hydraulic thing that pops out the ear and then the face opens. In this case, the ear is just all one piece with the head, but really you're probably going to have like 0.5% of the people that know where this is from realize that. Really, basically just a hardcore Men in Black nuts. And I love Men in Black. I've always loved the Men in Black series. And when this first came out, I was going nuts when I heard that ECC was going to be making this, because it's such a complex piece. Just thinking about them putting this into production would just probably scare away most other producers out there, because there's just so much detail and so much to do, and it's just crazy. It's just a lot of work, you know. And so that ECC is not afraid to go out and do this kinds of stuff. I love it, you know. Like they've raised the level of collectibles, or you know, what's out there in the collectible world, to a whole new standard. Because if this is what's possible when a company really goes like balls out with something, like I can't wait to collect and get whatever else they're putting out, especially their Hulk. They just they showed not too long ago their, I don't know if he's 1/3 scale or what scale it is, of their Age of Ultron Hulk, and I'm a Hulk nut, as you guys know. So as soon as that comes out, I'm like add to cart right away. But I can't wait to see how it comes out. It's going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, I think, soon. Probably all painted up and done, so I can't wait to see how that looks. As for this, though, I mean, like I said, the standard of quality here that's shown in this, you know, ECC is everything they put out is going to be nuts. So here, let me stop talking again. See what I'm saying? I ramble when I get too excited about stuff. So let me get a little closer in here. I'll show you some of the detail. Okay. The gears here, where's my phone? The gears here, they don't actually do anything. They're actually free turning. It's just there for effect. The only thing that actually holds up this face is this bracket here, which is it's telescopic, I guess. So it goes back and forth, and these two little bracket pieces up here with the screw. What I think is part of the problem why the face leans down a little bit is because this screw right here is a little loose. It looks like it takes an Allen key to tighten it. So I'm going to try tightening it a little bit and see if that firms things up a little bit when I'm pulling the face out. Come on. There we go. But yeah, even the little alien himself, he's got eyelashes. I'm going to try to get in close here without, you know, just turning this around. He's got his own eyelashes. And again, the level of paint quality on this little dude is fantastic. It's just crazy quality everywhere, you know? It's a little bright in here, so this keeps flaring up. I'm going to try closing the blinds here in a second to get a little better video quality here. Hold on, let me just put this down quickly. Oops. Okay, so let me try this again. It does light up, which is the other cool feature that this thing has. Let me just reach around back here. Where's the button? There it is. Check that out. Oh, it's just so cool. It is cool, man. Look at that. Just wow. Like, again, the level attention and engineering that had to go into building this. 500 of these, mind you, is, I can't believe they accomplished it. And from what I've seen so far, nobody's had any major problems with these. These things are packed like tanks. Comes in a really nice thick cardboard box with metal corner protectors. It's just very, very well put together. And I think, I could be wrong, these sticker things here, the, what do you call them, radar screens, whatever, in the promo shots, and I guess the proto, those were pink or red or something. I think they changed them last minute because these are blue. And I can't remember if I saw online that some others had red in theirs as well. I could be wrong, I don't know, my memory's a little all over the place this week, but I think it looks better with the blue, to be honest, because the red kind of came out like a little pink looking, and looks better like this, I think. But yeah, the lighting effect here behind the alien just adds that little bit of wow factor that just, it's now an epic piece with that, you know? Usually I'm not crazy about all kinds of light features and this and that, but this is just, it needs it. It needed it absolutely. So I'm glad they actually went through and had the balls to go through with adding this in here, because we all know, I mean, the level of complexity that this bust already is, adding electronics was probably like, do we really want to do it? Do they want to do it? You know, that kind of thing. So I'm glad they really added it in there. It looks great. The suit, the tailoring, very nicely done. Again, needs a little bit of futzing because it was tight, like pretty packed in there. But it's all real, as you can see. So yeah, this is gonna go on display. I don't know where. Somewhere where it's gonna be the centerpiece though, because I mean, it's just nuts to look at. You keep walking by wanting to stop and just look at it a little more and a little more. It's, you know, just this, look at the weathering paint job in his seat alone. It's amazing. Focus, come on. The little, what do you call these here? His little controls, those are plastic, very fragile. The alien has a little magnet in his butt. So he's not just sitting there precariously, he's held in place by that magnet, so you're not going to have to worry about him. Oh, he's a little off center there. His hand is supposed to be there, like that. But yeah, these little pieces here, very, very fragile. They're plastic, basically, right? Making them die cast probably would have been a whole shitload more money to make this thing a reality, and making them polystone would have been too fragile. So plastic seemed like the most logical choice, I suppose. Just fantastic though. Side profile. Those little magnets in the head that I was mentioning to you, here and there, in the face I should say, that hold it in place. But yeah, this is how I'd say, you know, 99%, 98% of people that get this are going to display it. So the fact that, you know, the seam around the neck is a little visible when closed, not such a big deal. I mean, you're not going to notice that while it's open, that, you know, there's a little bit of gappage here and there. So overall, it's an amazing piece. Just amazing. I didn't get any of ECC's other, what do you call it, their other busts or their blade busts and stuff like that, because I'm just not, I mean, while that stuff is cool, I've never really been too much into blade and vampires and all that kind of other stuff. So I didn't get any of those, but I'm a huge Men in Black nut, so I hope they do others from the franchise. I'd totally get those. But from the looks of things, ECC does kind of left field characters, stuff that other companies, you know, characters that aren't too mainstream, so pretty sure we're going to get some cool stuff from them in the future. Anyway, so yeah, 500 pieces, punched hair, glass eyes, translucent resin for the face, an impeccable paint job. You can even see like those, what do you call them, little like varicose veins in his nose and stuff when you get up close. His eyebrows, I thought those were actual like hair like this, but it's just painted. There's not actually anything on his eyebrow that I could tell. It's not like a stuck-on hair effect stuff like this. They're just painted on. But you know, I went back to go look at the movie because I thought when I was trying to recall what he looked like in the movie, I thought that he actually had an eyebrow that went the length of his eyebrow or his brow. But no, it wasn't the case. It's actually pretty accurate. It actually stops right about there, and they're very light. You can barely make them out. So they did pretty good with that. Pretty accurate. Again, he's got real eyelashes. Applied very nicely. It's kind of trippy having a face looking at you while the head's looking the other direction, eh? But yeah, crazy collectible. I don't think there's going to be anything out there for a while that will match this, because it's just on another level. It's expensive, yes. I pre-ordered this because ECC had an original price or pre-order price of $2,300 US or $2,350, I think it was. And then not long after, a few months ago, they raised it to $2,600, and that's what it's at right now. And like I said, there's just a few left from what it sounds like on their website. So if you're, you know, really deciding to jump on this or not, you better make up your mind soon, because they're going to be gone soon. And once that happens, this thing is going to fly up in price, and then it's going to be really out of reach for a lot of collectors. So you might have to bite the bullet up front, but it'll be worth it, I'm telling you. Fantastic piece. So glad I got it. Took a while to get here. Went through some trouble to get here. But it's fantastic. Totally worth the cash. Anyway, guys, we're approaching 22 minutes again, so I gotta shut up and get it over with here. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I got a few other pieces coming in soon. I don't remember what they are right now, but I know there's other stuff coming. So tune in again, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Ciao.